Okay, I got a few things on since the last video. Actually, it's been coming together pretty good, and the engine's getting there. I've got the intake manifold on, all cleaned up, gone through. Had a lot of metal shavings in there from the piston, ring material. Make sure that's all out of there, because you don't want anything going into your cylinder bores and scoring those. Throttle body all cleaned up. That's what's gone on. I've gotten the timing chain cover finally. Got that on. The variable valve timing sensor is on. The engine mount bracket on the front of the timing chain cover, that's on. Crossover hose, coolant crossover hose from the water pump is on. And also the exhaust manifold on with the shield. Got a brand new Honda filter there. It's looking fresh. And wanted to go over this with you here. The timing chain cover is very sensitive in how you install it. Okay, first of all, I use this Honda Bond, and this is the factory liquid silicone that comes from Honda. And when I bought the block, this is the stuff that's seeping out of here, and that's how they make the seal. There's no gaskets, that's all there is that liquid silicone. Okay, and see how they let it overflow like that? That's what you want to look for when you make your when you make your seal on your timing cover. You have to put enough on there to where it's gonna, where you see it come out of the sides. Okay, see how it's coming out of the sides there? And make sure it's coming out all the way around, because that's how you know you got a good seal. You know, if you don't see it coming out, then that means you didn't put enough. Now, you don't want to put too much. There's some areas that I kind of went a little crazy on, but you know, it's sealed. There's the front of the cover there. That's sealed real nice. There's the bolt holes that come in from the bottom, the oil pan holes. Those sealed up real nice. And you do want to put a little bit around the thread area. You don't want anything leaking out of the thread area. And again, that's how your seal should look. Okay. Other than that, what we're doing next is we're going to do the valve cover, a couple more odds and ends on here. I'm going to install the new bushing, and this is it here. This is the new bushing for the flywheel. I'm sorry, for the crank. Goes right on the back of the crank, and that goes right in here. Okay, that's basically like a throwout bearing, but this one's more of a bushing. It's like an aluminum bushing. They call it a pilot bushing. I went in there asking for a pilot bearing, and they're like, oh, it doesn't have one, and it's a pilot bushing. So you're gonna need that. You don't want to try to pull off the old one and try to save it, because it's gonna get damaged when you pull it off, and it's gonna have dents and dings and scratches. Last thing you want is a engine that you just spent hours and hours on, making a noise from the rear end. Now you're also asking me probably why is this taking so long? I'm like, well, if you go ahead and look in all these crevices, everything has been cleaned. I'm talking nuts, bolts, pulleys, all the parts on here are immaculate. They're spotless. Everything's clean. I mean, nuts and bolts all the way down to the nuts and bolts, everything is clean. And some people say, well, man, I just want to get my car running, and you know, I want to get this thing back on the road. Well, you know, you can do that. You don't have to clean everything like I'm doing here, but it just gives that extra little satisfaction that everything's nice and clean. And the way I see it, a clean motor is a happy motor. Well, another quick thing. The wife painted my wall red here. I have a red wall in the house. I don't know if I like it yet, but I don't know. She said that she wanted an accent wall, and that's what we get. It's pretty accented, don't you think? Oh, there's the old battle axe.
Oh.
Hey, come here. Come here. Why is the wall red?
I like it.
You like it that way? She's not a battle axe, is she? She's a pretty little battle axe. Alright guys, next time I'll see you on the next video.
Battle